Growing up, we had a little black and white TV in our kitchen, and I would watch SportsCenter while my mom would make breakfast, or I was, trying to read the back of a cereal box. And Stuart Scott was obviously usually anchoring those morning shows, and I thought to myself, that's something I want to do. I got to college and majored in radio, TV, and film, trying to kind of pursue television and journalism as a profession at that time wasn't really high on my list of priorities because of where football was looking to take me. But after football and retirement from that, I went back to school at Kent State for graduate school to get my master's. And then that's when I was really able to put a lot of time and effort into this craft of mine, majoring in broadcast journalism. I think wellness, first and foremost, starts with your mind, especially when you've played a sport for so long and you take the bumps and the bruises. I think as you get older, the first thing you got to get rid of is ego. And I've learned that from being a relatively high-level Crossfitter. I think it starts mentally. I think in this profession that I'm in, working the hours that I do, that there's not going to be times where I can work out every day of the week, and that's okay. As you get older, you don't need to work out every day of the week like you're in your 20s anymore. We're a bit removed from that. So as long as, for me, getting a few days of the week of just, 45 minutes to an hour just to move around a little bit, that's what helps me feel well, in addition to the physical part. But the physical part also plays a role into the mental part, because I've gotten the physical exercise in, my mind feels better. And I think all that does translate to everything else you're doing in the remainder part of your day. And then that comes with my family and my fiance and our stepdaughter. Especially as we've gotten older, guys I've used to play football with, everyone's put on a little bit more weight than they had back when we were in our prime. And so that's just life, right? But at the end of the day, I've had those conversations with my good friends, ex-teammates about, hey, you don't have to be, you don't have to be lifting, trying to lift a ton of weight. Do what feels good. Do what's good on your joints and what's going to help you get out of bed the next morning. We kind of have this notion that you've got to be this big, bulky dude to be strong. You don't. You need to lift if you want to be strong, but you don't need to be big to be strong. I've had a bunch of injuries and surgeries just over the years of just, football and things like that. So for me, I'm just trying to walk out the gym rather the same way I walked in, injury free. I want to be able to, hopefully, if we have kids in the future, be able to run around with my kids and not be too achy and, hamstrung, if you will. So for me, it's just staying functional, doing things that are going to help me down the road in the decades to come. Essentially, just stay healthy, mind, body, and soul.